Hello there. In this video for Conflux Quick Takes, we're going to go over bridging assets from BNB chain to Conflux eSpace using a bridge called the Confluxhub eSpace bridge. So BNB chain is also known as Binance Smart Chain. So this is a Medium page that was created by SwappyDex. It's very informative. I'm essentially going to show you how to do this. All the steps are contained here. And if you prefer this format, I'll provide a link to this in the video description. So let's go back up to the top. I'm going to start off by opening up the Confluxhub, which is there's a link here. Open that up. Now the Confluxhub is sort of like a toolkit that is built and maintained by Conflux Network developers. And this main app here is the Bridge Hub. So what this does is allows you to select like a source and destination chain as well as a certain asset. And then it will give you recommendations on what bridges to use. There are multiple options for many of these, so this can be very helpful. As you can see, BSC is already selected, and we do want to go to Conflux eSpace. Conflux, if you don't know, has two spaces. Essentially, they're virtual machines that run on the same distributed ledger. More on that in a different video, but essentially you can choose the chain you want to come from, BSC, chain you want to go to, and the asset. For me, I just want to show you CFX, and it's going to give you these three different options. These are three different bridges. These two are available within this app, the Conflux Hub. This one will open up multi-chain, which is a partner bridge, but it's a different app if you choose this option. So let's choose the chain bridge. Again, opens up this little sub app, and I want to send CFX. Not from Conflux eSpace, so I'll flip this from Binance Smart Chain to Conflux eSpace. And I'm going to connect a wallet. I can do this entirely with MetaMask. I can also do it with Fluent or other MetaMask equivalent EVM wallets. So I'm going to click this, say next, connect. Cool, so now I'm connected. And it sees that I have 20 bCFX. bCFX is the official version of CFX that exists on Binance Smart Chain. So I'm going to say I want to send 7. And I'm going to say send. Now I need to approve this in my wallet, just like any dApp. It's going to cost me about 10 cents of BNB at current price. Just going to wait for that to execute on BSC. Cool. Now I can actually send it. And this is going to cost me about 20 cents worth of BNB. So obviously to do this, you do have to have some BNB in the wallet you are using on Binance Smart Chain. I think what total we're up to like 30 cents worth of BNB. Cool. Now it says deposit is waiting. Now, a lot of people kind of miss this. This is a two-step process going from BSC to eSpace. I just did the first step. Now I have to click this 2 to get to the second step. A lot of people miss this, so please click the 2. Now, this is still spinning, so it's still processing. Again, it's taking assets from BSC, bridging them over to Conflux, and then once they're available, we'll be able to claim them here. This can take like 30 seconds. It can take a couple minutes. So I did want to actually go over some details and resources. Oh, it says it's claimable now. Let me quickly go over these resources. Again, I mentioned SwappyDex. So this is the premier DEX on Conflux eSpace. It is the hub of DeFi on eSpace. As you can see, it's got some farms, some really interesting farms, and it's got a good selection of coins. You can see the main ones: WBTC, stables. PPI is the own coin of the DEX. BNB, ETH, Goal is a token native to Conflux Network, as well as NUT and XCFX and all the others you see here. Again, Swappy really is like the hub of DeFi on eSpace, so if you're doing this, you probably want to end up here at some point. One other thing I wanted to mention, this is a network graph. It's sort of a cheat sheet for what we're doing. We're doing BSC to Conflux eSpace directly, but you can use these bridges in many different ways. This little app can be helpful. Again, I'll give the link in the description. So if I click coins, again, remember before I mentioned we are on BNB chain. We're using something called bCFX. That's what this is. And this can be used to highlight how these coins are actually connected. What we are doing, there we go, is we started with this asset, and we started on this chain with this asset, and what we want to do is end up with this asset on this chain. So this is kind of an example of, you can see the relationships here. The addresses and scan links are here, so you can be absolutely sure that you're using the right asset when you're doing this. And I do want to also show you, if you click bridges, Conflux eSpace, we are using the we're using the Conflux BNB eSpace bridge, which is connected to BNB chain. And again, this is just how you can use this to kind of understand all the different bridging options that Conflux does offer. So back to the main attraction. So back on the Conflux Hub. Okay, we can switch network within MetaMask, switch to Conflux eSpace, yes. And now we can claim our 7 CFX. And one thing of note is this does cost a little bit of CFX to execute, so you will need CFX in this wallet to do this. If this is your first time, you don't have any CFX on eSpace, no big deal. I'll give you a link to a faucet that we provide that will give you enough CFX to execute this. And as you can see, this costs less than a cent, much less than a cent. Okay, submitted. Now we will get a notification when it goes through, or we can just open up MetaMask and follow our transaction. Cool. It executed, and our assets, I do have some CFX already, but I know that it just finished. To confirm, I can go to the Block Explorer, and it shows me, okay, it succeeded. Poor security because it just executed. If we go here, I can see that what did it do. Yeah, that's a 7. That's a 7 CFX in blockchain numbers. So, and cool. So security is good already. It's in our wallet. We've bridged. So thanks for going through that with me. This is a really cool toolkit, the Confluxhub. There's a bunch of different things you can do here, but it can be tricky just because there are a couple of things you can do here. Always remember to click the 2. But for example, if we reversed this, if we do this and we execute this bridge from eSpace to Binance Smart Chain, there actually won't be a second step. It will go through with a single transaction. So there's some things to know about it, but it is extremely powerful once you understand all the things it can do. And again, I'll provide links to the resources I used. And hopefully you have a good day and bring some assets over to Conflux. Thank you.